Welcome to a word of hope for Friday of the fourth week of Lent. My name is Father Brendan Curran, Dominican promoter for justice and peace for North America, joining you in a day of troubling readings. The book of wisdom, and later in the Gospel of John, we see Jesus and the followers in the Gospel of John avoid certain areas for fear that there are those in those communities who are out to kill Jesus. In the reading from the scriptures of wisdom, those set out to seek the ways to put down and eliminate those people who follow my word. Have we ever realized and thought and considered that the journey with Christ is never one that was ever guaranteed for us to be smooth, to ever be one that's not full of commitment and sacrifices and even risks? We thank God that where we happen to be today, we may not be listening to this and feeling the sense or the sting of a risk in our lives. But let us take to heart those people around the world and in our midst and in years previous to us who have lived with risks in their own lives. April 4th is the day that we remember in the United States in which Martin Luther King Jr. was killed, struck down, and assassinated. We know that at this point, in this particular day, the Dominican friars and Dominican family of Myanmar is seeking relief from government authorities who want to arrest them and kill them. There are peoples in the world and there are experiences among our communities which we live in the midst of persecution, threat, and even death threats themselves. In this particular moment of the journey of Lent, let us open our eyes or be forced to open our eyes to realize that the journey with Christ comes with its share of risks. If we truly see into the eyes of others that God has gifted us, as St. Paul says, with the temples of the Holy Spirit, formed in the image of God, how do we believe it? By living it. Even to the point of taking risks to share that loving, caring word of hope for all peoples near and far. We thank God for the gift of Martin Luther King Jr. and countless others who come before us that have risked even persecution and death so that they may see into the eyes and the depths of our soul that we are worthy, that we are considered good in the God's creation, and we are called to share that goodness for peoples near us and around our world. Let us open our eyes today as we continue this arduous journey of Lent, and let us see into the hearts of others. You are God's goodness. You are to be blessed among us. Let us lift up the signs of hope and see through the risks that others have so often taken on our collective behalf to seed the seeds of hope for our world.